Part 2 of meeting your girl's family for the first time. This is for men who's been like dating a woman for a while and things are getting a little serious and you want to make a good first impression meeting her loved ones. Well, I made a part 1 and unfortunately I left you guys stranded, but I'm back for part 2. So I'm gonna just change right now because I'm wearing like my regular clothes. I don't want to get myself stained because I'm gonna do my nails right here. Look at the design, black French tip. But let's talk about this. Let me just change first. Okay, so I'm hoping you guys saw the first video. I was giving you like the basics, like the bare bone basics. First thing I was telling you is to make sure you do not show up empty-handed. Do not walk in there, hello, and have nothing in your hands. Get a bottle of wine. If it's the parents you're meeting for the first time, you bring something for the mom. Flowers, a plant, something. It's a nice gesture. It's a peace offering. You're showing that like you come with good intentions. So show up with something. The second thing I was mentioning is to make sure that like, you know, you dress the part. Like dress like you took it seriously. Almost like a job interview, which it kind of is. You're kind of applying to be part of that family's life. It also goes both ways. You kind of want to know like, is this the kind of family I see myself with long term? Depending on like your girl's relationship with her family, this is people that you're going to be around for the rest of your life potentially. Like it could be people that's at the baby showers, Christmases, Thanksgiving. When you go there, like really be watchful and like talk or listen a lot just to see like, okay, like what kind of vibes do they have? I'm sure they're not gonna let it all hang out the first time, but you'll get a good impression if you pay attention. But let me just go back to what I was saying. Make sure that you dress clean, dress like you tried. This is the time to bust out the corduroy, the dark denim jeans, the khakis, like the church attire, you know, like look clean. Don't be showing off your tattoos that day. Like I know people are progressed and everything, but err on the side of caution. You don't know how people feel about them. Oh, and important detail, cut your nails, okay? Women notice this kind of little details. So let's go into part 2. But before I even do so, look at me, look at me. Do you see a future with this person? Do you see a future with this girl? If it's a no, do not go. You're wasting her time and you're wasting her family's time. It's actually embarrassing if her family meets you and then a month or 2 later you're not there, because they're gonna be asking questions like, oh, where's that nice boy we met? And then she's like, oh, it didn't work out. It's not really nice of you to do that. And usually you know, okay? If it's not a hell yes, I like this girl, it's a no. So if you're hesitating about like where this might go with this person, don't waste your time, please. Because most of the time, the first few meetings, the family doesn't really care about you technically. They don't know you. They just want to know, okay, is this man a really sweet boy for our daughter, for our sister, for our cousin? They're trying to look at that. So they're not really trying to get to know you. So if you're going there and you present well, they're like, oh, finally she met a good man, and then you're gone. So like if you have any doubts in your head that this woman is not for you, it's a no. Okay, and you know it too. Stop lying to yourself. Okay, so you're probably like, get to the point. Okay, let me get to the point. Okay, you go there. First thing, turn off your cell phone. Be present in the moment. We talked about this. You want to see if this is the kind of crowd you want to like marry into in the first place. So turn off your phone. Plus, it's like not very polite if you're texting, you're checking your phone, checking your social media. So like if you got to take a phone call during the time, like exit the room, say, excuse yourself, and then you go and take that phone call if it's very important, if you're on call for something. But if you don't have any business being on your phone, then turn off your phone, okay? Tell your friends that you're gonna get back to them when you're done. So when you first walk into the home and you say hi to people, first of all, gauge like how they come at you. Some people might do handshakes, hugs. So like if it's a handshake, make it a firm handshake. I don't want to see no limp handshake. A nice hug is nice too. Good eye contact, good body posture. Like don't look like shy. Okay? If you feel shy, you feel awkward, don't like just have your body language looking all awkward. Like just stand strong. Like the way you stand is kind of like a reflection of how you feel about her. So if you feel strongly for this woman, make your posture like, I'm here to meet you all. This is my girl, okay? Like, this is the kind of vibe you're coming in. Like, you're coming in confident. I feel like if you show like any kind of hesitancy, they're gonna see it as like you're not serious in some ways. Because I remember at one point, I gave my number to this guy, right? And he picked me up for a date. And it wasn't even like a formal meeting, but he showed up with a friend. First of all, that's number one. He showed up with a friend at the door. And second of all, he had his hood on. And then he was like really shy, which was really odd because when I met him, he was super confident. But the way he was really shy with my mom, I had some red flags. Plus my mom peeped that too. If you feel strongly about her and you want to just show that you have good intentions, I hope it made sense. When you first walk in, small little chivalry move, help your girl with her shoes or take her jacket. Let her like lean on you for a second and like help her with her shoes. That's really sweet. The mom's gonna see that and be like, aw. Your dad's gonna see that and be like, okay. Show those moves that like you're taking care of your girl. I'm hoping you do that anyways, but like that's one thing that you should be doing. I don't know how the night's gonna go for you, but here's just like some guidelines. So my son's 11 years old. I'm at the stage where I'm really teaching him manners. This is a very tricky age because they're old enough that it's kind of embarrassing if they don't have the good manners. I'm always on him about like just being like respectful in people's homes. This is a time where you're gonna think about everything your mom ever taught you about respect in people's homes, and you're gonna apply it times 10. When you go there, you're gonna ask to help with anything, dishes, bring plates in the table, be the one that's helping out, okay? Like try to be very like helpful. Small detail is give a little compliment about the house. Women love to feel like you're appreciating the effort they put in to make their house really nice, or even the dad, you know? So compliment the yard. Compliment like the decorations of the house. Like when you're walking through the house, just say, oh wow, it's very cozy here. Like a small detail that shows that like you're appreciating being there. I know for sure my mom would love that compliment. She'd be like, thank you. Give a little compliment about the house. So when you sit down, get comfortable. I don't know how your girl's gonna be like, but she'll probably like at one point leave you alone with these people. And that's where I told you to make sure that you ask your girl some questions about her family members, because you don't want to talk too much about yourself. Like I said, they don't really care about you, although they want to know like a little bit about you, but they want to know that like you're a good person. And one way to build rapport is to just ask questions. So if your girl told you that her dad's into like crypto, her brother's into cars, this is where you ask questions about it. Say, oh, I heard you're into like crypto. What are you currently investing in? Or if you know, her brother's into cars, just say like, oh, so like I heard you're into cars. Like, do you fix them or do you just like go to car shows? That's when you get them talking. And once you get people talking about themselves, especially if you're listening intently, they like you. People like you when you seem interested in what they're talking about. When you go there, make sure you have information about like who's gonna be there. So I don't know how your personality is like, but if you're a person that's naturally goofy, it's not the time. Like, try to take it like seriously. Like, I'm not saying to sit there serious faced, but try not to bust out random jokes or clowning too much. It's not a good look. It's showing that you're not really serious about her. And like, you don't know their personality yet. I remember at one point, one of my family members brought her boyfriend. Like, I don't know if he was nervous or something. He was busting out these jokes and they were so corny. I couldn't even laugh. I didn't want to be left alone with him. Like, it was so awkward. And people were like fake laughing. It was just not a good look. Okay. Try to stay like somewhat serious. Try to be like pleasant, but you don't have to be clowning around. So if they start asking you questions about anything, I would suggest to like keep it like vague. Keep it like very basic, okay? This is not the time to be really talking about yourself and your life. Low key, women don't like men that talk too much. Always try to redirect the questions back. So like, what do you do for work? Well, I'm into finance. You know, I've been doing that for a few years. I love the company I'm with. What about you? Like, try to go back to like dumb. Whoever's asking you questions, make it about dumb. If they ask you like how you met, I'm hoping first of all that like you and your girl talked about like the comfort level with sharing the story. Some parents don't want to hear that you met online. They're still old-fashioned that way. And she might not want her family to know that you met at a club. Hopefully you kind of get that out the way through conversation first. But if you get put in a spot and you haven't talked about this, keep it vague. Look at her and just be like, you know, we started talking and she was just like so beautiful. And personality is like so funny. She's super smart. And I'm just so lucky to be with her. That's your story. Don't be busting out like, yeah, you know, she slid in my DMs and like, you know, she was cute. No. Make her look good by like highlighting all her good qualities and why you were attracted to her. And then maybe at the end of the night and say like, oh, should I tell them how we met really? Like talk that. And if you're on the spot with that question, make her look good. And there may be the family member that tries to put you on a spot and be like, so where is this going? And that's where I'm hoping that you like, you know, you have good intentions. That's where you go like, you know what? As far as I know, she has my heart. Make her like look good. They want to know that you really care for her. You're looking out for her. You have intentions for her. If you show too much nonchalance, it's not a good look. I know this sounds like cliche. Okay, you probably know this already, but be yourself. Be yourself. Don't try to show like that you're trying too hard. None of that. But at the same time, do crank up the manners and crank up like the chivalry. Do be super attentive to her and show that like you're looking out for her. So for example, if she's drinking something and it's like finishing, just be like, oh, do you want another drink? Pull out the chair for her, like stuff like that, like little gestures like that. You don't have to show PDA, like public displays of affection, but show that like you're trying to like be close to her, trying to like just like, you know, you like her. This is what you want to show, that you like her, that you're interested in her. And as you like get to know the family, then they're gonna get to know you and see how for real this is. Anyways, I hope this was helpful somehow. I know it was super basic, but I just wanted to finish this video. Like, it's been like months I've been thinking about it. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing good, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.